Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Jill.
And this is another episode of Cleared for Comfort. This one we're going to be reviewing the Amex Centurion Lounge at the Seattle Airport, which is in the main terminal there. It's really nice because there's different concourses, A, B, C, D, and this one is strategically placed so you could get to any of them.
Right, a little tricky finding it, I thought.
It was. It's on the second floor and it's kind of back through a store and then you take an elevator or a staircase to get up to it. So this lounge was a really small lounge. In years past, it was only 4,500 square feet. It was actually in the A concourse. Now it's in that main concourse and it's 14,000 square feet, significantly larger than before. And actually one of the larger ones in there, same as like San Francisco and Los Angeles, smaller only than the only one that's bigger than that is the one in Atlanta. But when you walk in, it didn't seem that big, did it?
No, it didn't. It looked like a rather small area and there were no seats. And so we I think we went on bar stools that look out over the tarmac, and it happened to be sun was kind of setting. It was late in the day, and the sun just was coming straight into our eyes. So it wasn't until we went back and looked at the food in the other area that we realized that there are many other rooms to it. So actually, every little corner you turn around, there's another room there, which is kind of nice. It keeps some of the noise down.
I think so.
And there was a variety of seats. I did notice that it was hard to find some seats with plugs.
That is true.
So got to kind of keep an eye. And like I said, it was pretty full, so we didn't have much option to go to other seats.
The original seats we had, I would have loved if it was the morning because they're looking on the tarmac and you could see the planes taking off and landing. It was fabulous from that standpoint, but it was right in our eyes. And that one did have plugs, had plenty of plugs there. And then when we saw somebody leave and we took another seat, it was the one where I was sitting on a bench and you were sitting in a chair. And at the bench level behind me was where the plugs were for that. So we did have plugs in both of those seats. Let's talk a little bit about the food. Pretty good fare.
I thought it was great. I thought they had a lot of variety. They had salads you can make yourself, like green salads, but they had prepared salads with like a pasta salad and various other things. I think I had chicken. I can't remember if they had any other kind of meat, but just a lot of variety. So I didn't even get to try everything. And several kinds of desserts. I guess I would say the one thing is that I wanted a Diet Coke, and the only place you could get that was to go to the bar, and there was a line of people waiting to get drinks at the bar. So I ended up going to get a iced tea, which I could pour myself, and they had like an ice bucket there that I could put extra ice in and everything.
So I did go to the bar. I did wait in line so I could get myself a beer we hadn't had before. So that was good. But it kind of speaks to we've had this discussion before about self-service versus bar service. And, some people like the bartender to mix their drinks, but there's something to be said for, hey, look, there's a bunch of beers and I just open the thing and get it and grab it, go. It probably makes the service a little better in that way. So altogether though, what would you say about this one?
Oh, I would say as opposed to sitting in the terminal, this is definitely a nice lounge. My only caveat would be, if you're there at a busy time of day, you might not find a seat. So, but I would say definitely clear for comfort.
So let's stamp that.